It's Carrie here. I am bringing you something a little different today. It is an international destination, which is in the country of Qatar, and it's their capital city of Doha. I was able to fly to Doha using some credit card points on Qatar Airlines, and it was actually a stopover. They allow you a 2-day stopover without any additional cost on a flight. I was going all the way to Singapore, and we were able to stay again using a program that Qatar Airways offers, where you can stay in an extremely nice hotel for a very modest price. It's a 4-star hotel. We stayed at the Marriott Marquis, and our price was something in the order of $23 to $50 a night. And because I have credit card status and I have hotel card status, they upgraded us to the vice presidential suite, which was pretty awesome. The view was amazing. We were on the top floor. They really looked after us. I'm in Qatar and Doha in a hotel room here, and we're gonna head out and do a bit of running. This is some of the skyline as you can see it, and we're gonna head out kind of over there next to that pyramid-shaped building and then take a run around the, what they call it, the Corniche. So should be a fun little exploration. Take you along, see what it's like. Oh, leaving the hotel behind, there are a bunch of metro stations that they built, and this is your skyline. All the buildings lit up at night are gorgeous. During the day, also gorgeous, but not very many people out and about. All over town, you'll see pictures of this guy. That is the King of Jordan. His black and white visage gracing all kinds of stuff. So a little bit farther to get out of the city and onto the Corniche. There's that pyramid building straight ahead that we're aiming for. So then it'll be a little bit more uninterrupted. I like their luxury cars here, so many dealerships for high-end brands, believe it or not. Getting into the park and away from all the downtown skyscrapers and heading straight to the water. People out and about playing soccer, mostly Muslim countries, so you'll see women in all kinds of hijab outfits. There are little boats which you can rent, takes you to various places like the Islamic Museum and joints like that. And our options are even more great at night. A ton of stuff to do. A lot of what's built here is put onto reclaimed land. They just fill in from the coastline to the sea. So there's parts that are built onto the coastline and added to. No idea where this water is coming from, but flowing directly out into the sea, probably treated. Little tiny, nice sand beach. And we're into the non-downtown part now. Opens up a little bit, but there's more boats into artwork. Qatar 2015. A lot of sporting events they're trying to do here. So, putting it on the world stage, the World Cup is here next year, which is going to be interesting. Here, greetings from Qatar. And there's a little, looks a little like it might have been the athletic games here recently, the mascot. We'll see what it says. Look at that. Well, no explanation. If you were training here for a race that had hills or altitude, you would have to get creative. You'd have to be in some stairwells because it is flat as a pancake. Quite a few ministries and government buildings in different places, like this one across the street with a Qatari flag, sort of a white 1/3, 2/3 red flag. The airport's near here, but up above, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but they actually have fighter jets flying around the sky, which is interesting over a major metropolitan area. In the whole country, 2.6 million people. And the only real big town is Doha. It's like a little thumb of a country that sticks out into the Gulf from Saudi Arabia. So that's the only border they've got. Most of it is just kind of desert meets sea border around the edge of the country. One of the old industries here was pearl diving, heading towards a mosque, but yeah, pretty cool. Pearl diving fountain. We're near the Souq here, huge market area. I'll explore at night tonight with some friends. The Souq Waqif, which is there, is a old souk, basically a market, and they've got all kinds of stuff. But one really interesting part is they have a falcon souk, where they have birds of prey that you can buy. They've got accoutrements and little blindfold helmets they put on these birds. And that was an interesting thing to actually be able to see. Coming across, they have a couple Islamic heritage museums. The one we're about to hit is the old one. We'll go see it from the front. It's almost like it's been carved out of a big cube. There's also a very distinct and dramatic architectural gem, which is the National Museum of Islamic Art. And that was a place we could go into and visit very easily and look around. The architecture itself was one of the most primary attractions to that place. It is a windy day out on the bay. I'm gonna go up and check out the museum up this hill. No cars allowed, apparently. And like I say, there's a ton of wind, so sorry about the noise. Ooh, sunset over there. That is just gonna be a beauty. Wow. It looks like a place to watch the sunset. It's really popular. Wow. What a building. So it looks like we can maybe take the elevator down and then continue on the Corniche for a bit. There's a cruise ship over there. So there's a bunch of people here from the cruise ship. Museum of Islamic Art. That's beautiful. Rounded bay. You got people in the park playing soccer, wandering back to their cruise ship. That's a nice place to run. Temperature right now is about perfect. It's probably about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, probably 21, maybe 22 centigrade. Edge of the mound, big man-made grass hill that overlooks the skyline. It's beautiful. It wouldn't be quite right if I didn't go up at least one good hill here. So we will take advantage of it. Right here, geometrically perfect. We're going for the summit. Here we go. It's already been conquered though by a little group. There they are, and here we go. Three little monkeys jumping on the bed. They're big into little carts that take you on the mall or the boardwalk. I found where all the birds in Doha are, in these trees. What a racket they're making. Oh, looks like dead end. Imagine that. Lots of construction in this town that's unfinished. So, buildings that are partway done and sidewalks that end. Coming to the National Gallery of Qatar here. This building with the crazy shapes and forms over there. I don't think I can really quite get to it, but I'll see. Can't cross the street here, unfortunately. There's also an amazing place called the National Museum of Qatar. It's designed to look like a desert rose, which is a stone that has a shape very similar to all these discs interlaced together. That place was incredible to wander around. Hi there, how are you? How are you? Do you want attention or food or both? Huh? Hello. Hello, kitty cats. How's it going? How's it going? Piece of artwork there, if you can read it. Everything is going to be all right. Perfect. There's another part of town called Education City, which is very cool. They've got a number of universities, actually Western universities, that have set up there. Carnegie Mellon is there, Texas A&M, Georgetown, Cornell, Northwestern, Virginia Commonwealth. They all have campuses in Education City in Doha. They also have a mosque there, the Education City Mosque, which is done in this amazing, almost spaceship-like format. I loved visiting that thing because it's from another world, and the scale of the architecture is massive. Super cool to visit. There's one more thing in Education City, which is the Qatar National Library. Inside, it's enormous and so cool. They've got almost a museum section with really old books and whatnot, but the place itself is amazing. You can just walk in, it's free to walk around. So this is turning into about a 12-mile run. The wind has picked up and is totally against me on the way back, but heading back into the downtown area where we're staying. GoPros don't do so well in low light, unfortunately. Another area worth visiting away from the water is Aspire Park. Next to Aspire Park, which is a big open green space, is a huge tower called the Torch, which is pretty cool. Attached to a mall, which is also pretty cool, because you got to see some of the malls they do in the Middle East. They're pretty incredible. Coming off the Corniche, back into town. Buildings are all lit up. Crosswalks are pretty much not a thing, even though they're marked. Well, just finishing up, about 11 miles. This is our profile. Nice run. Super flat. So this is a departure from what I normally do. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up, hit subscribe, share this video. There are all kinds of ways you can support. Amongst the most primary are follow my Instagram at Kerry Ward, or you can offer direct support through Patreon. And if you get value from this type of content, it's real nice to give back to the creator. So if you can, go to Patreon. There's a link in the description below. If you can spare the amount for a cup of Starbucks for a month, that would be fantastic. It would be much appreciated. Or in my case, the bubble tea plan. Go and send me a bubble tea for a couple months, and that would be super appreciated. Kerry out.